Welcome everybody to another episode of Justen versus Justen. I'm Justen with an E.
And I'm Justen with an I.
Today we have something for you right here.
You sound excited about this.
I am.
Is this one of your things?
This is.
Wow. So what are we talking about?
Evil Dead.
Yep.
Evil Dead 2.
So Ash Williams.
Army of Darkness.
Characters
Ash Williams. Bruce Campbell.
Yep.
I don't even really want to talk about the remake. The remake was actually like a real horror movie.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the remake.
I like the comedic versions and the originals that were horror movies that turned into comedic movies. Once you watch them.
Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness and Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Yeah, Ash vs. the Evil Dead was great because they brought him back.
Yep.
But we're going to touch base first. Start with Evil Dead.
Yes.
So we have the original Evil Dead that came out a long time ago, 80s. And it introduced us to Ash, basically, which he goes throughout the whole franchise.
No Bridget Fonda in that one.
No Bridget Fonda. So the premise is you got a bunch of people that go up to a cabin in the woods for like a weekend getaway, and one of them gets possessed. Mm-hmm. And she just goes batshit crazy. And basically, from there, the movie just goes crazy bananas, and there's a lot of blood and gut and...
The crazy thing I thought was the kind of the Raimi shot, I'll call it, where there's a camera that is panning, like something running very swiftly,
and it does that.
like the demon sound and all that, and that was what these movies were pretty much known for. Something speeding towards. Like the only time I had seen it before that was like the Arrow, if you're following from like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, or something, just like something like that. But
and it gets right into characters' faces too, and it attacks them, and they're like, ah!
And I mean, it's great because it's like watching a slapstick cartoon. It was pretty cool.
I mean, they're just so great that because they're meant to be like ridiculously like gruesome, gory horror movies.
Oh yeah.
And I think originally that's how they were perceived because I mean they got banned in the UK when they originally came out.
Oh, I didn't
People
know
said
that,
they were
really?
nasties.
Oh,
because there was just so much blood and guts and horror. So they got banned. But as you rewatch them, you look at the comedic version, and that's what I think made Army of Darkness so successful. Is they finally went, you know what? We're not really this horrible horror franchise that we're trying to be. We're actually kind of a comedic thing. So we're going to go that route. And it turned out fantastic, in my opinion.
I remember seeing that advertised in the back of a comic book and thinking, this looks like the greatest movie ever. And I didn't get to see it because I was too young at the time. Parents would let me go. But, I mean, I heard that it was an absolute flop.
It was.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I don't think any of them actually did very well to begin with because...
It's so funny. I don't think I have a friend now that does not own that movie.
Oh yeah, Army of Darkness became huge. I mean, you talk about the first two, Evil Dead 2. People know of them because that was your introduction to Ash. So if you watched the Army of Darkness, you went back and watched the first two because you wanted to kind of learn the backstory.
Yeah, and I like 2 better than 1. Also, like Evil Dead 2, and I mean, I just thought it was better made and.
Oh, definitely. Well, they got a bigger budget for the second one. And plus...
And a light for the camera.
Well, we're going to talk, too, about why number 2 was more successful is Mr. Stephen King, the godfather of horror himself there. He got involved because he loved the first Evil Dead so much.
Yeah, didn't you say he wrote a review about it?
He did. He wrote a review in 1982 reviewing the first one because he loved the first one so much. And when they came to the second, they were kind of hemming and hawing. I don't know if I want to make a second one. And it was actually Stephen King that kind of really pushed him to make it.
Stephen King is the coolest guy.
Oh, he is.
I mean,
definitely.
You
got to think of what horror movies would be without Stephen King. What the horror world would be without
his cheesy stuff, like that they made into like Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
And Needful Things and like all those movies.
It was like he was a campy clown that made horror. Prince Albert in a can, huh? Richie. I mean the new one's dark and evil and sinister. Yeah, the original he was an actual clown.
Yeah. No, I mean, and a lot of the stuff that he has is just really scary because it's real. Like child abuse or like the kid killing his father. In it, but I mean, Ash is not a real character. I'd say he's sort of this he's like a guy's guy who's kind of like a jerk, but he's funny about it. You know?
Well, I mean,
He's been through some stuff.
he works at S Smart.
Yes, yeah.
Shop Smart. Shop S Smart.
Shop Smart. Shop S Smart.
Aren't they our sponsor, our fictional sponsor for the show?
I think so. I think at the towards the end we're gonna have a little commercial break with S Smart there.
Yeah, thank you, S Smart.
Shop Smart.
Shop S Smart.
Groovy, baby.
Give me some sugar.
So basically, yeah, you got the first one where they're in the setting it up. They're in the woods. The demons take over, and Ash just has to basically kill everybody, and he kills them all with a chainsaw, basically.
Make it out alive.
Yeah, and then in the second one, his hand goes bad.
Yeah, he gets possessed, and he decides to cut off his hand. Which is a bold move.
Yeah,
but to stop
I think everybody would go there. Yeah.
I don't think that's a question.
I think that was the greatest part because in the first one, his hand just literally, my hand went bad, so I lopped it off at the wrist.
Now, Evil Dead 2 is the one that they constantly go back to in all the other movies and shows, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the thing. It's an important plot point.
Yeah, I mean, the ending of the second one sets up Army of Darkness when all of a sudden this portal opens up and everything gets sucked into it right at the end of the second one.
Now, he definitely got stupider, though, didn't he? He became more of a cartoon character for that. So, I mean, I'm not so fresh right now in Evil Dead 2, even less so on Evil Dead 1, so I'm probably ready to just go straight into Army of Darkness.
Well, I mean, Army of Darkness was great. That was my introduction into the Evil Dead franchise.
Oh, so good.
Watching that as a kid and just love it every
starts out where he's at work at S Mart and he's got like a robot hand or something, and he's pricing some cans and just telling this cute young person there about his experiences and
medieval American.
And they're just like, ooh, wow, really? And he's like, yeah, it totally happened. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And so Army of Darkness, basically he goes back in time. He goes. He ends up in a giant castle, and they're getting ready to throw him in this pit. Henry the Red's there.
Yep.
And that just sets up for some of the. It's the start of some of the greatest cinematography movies.
And the cars there.
The 88 Deltas in every Sam Raimi movie there ever is, including Army of Darkness. It makes it back in time.
Love how they drag it with the horses and all that.
It has a little conveyor belt on it.
And he's got a chemistry book in the back of his car. The guy hasn't been to high school in like 20 years. He's working at S Mart, and he has a chemistry book. I love it. It just it made sense. And it tells him how to make gunpowder in your chemistry book. So
I
guess they don't sell those
That's
anymore.
really American for you.
Yeah, it's damn American. They said he time travels, but he also space traveled too to get to like England or something.
Yeah,
it
wasn't like time travel and he was set right back where he was. Yeah, he was way off.
Yeah, I guess don't read too much into these.
It's not a movie that you can really look at the plot point and go, oh, there's some gaps there, but it's damn entertaining.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I mean, in the words of Ash himself, it happened, basically.
Did you say the words?
But yeah, I mean, it starts out, he's captured by all these knights and everything. He's taken, they're going to throw him in the pit with the
Well, you didn't say how he time traveled. So this is the thing. You didn't talk about the Necronomicon yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, that leads up to it because, I mean, the Necronomicon's in all three movies.
And that's what started all of the Deadites, as they're called, not the electroshock band, which are awesome. But the Deadites are basically possessed people that turn into these demons, and they have all kinds of supernatural powers, and they torment Ash throughout his life. Yeah. They started off, I think they killed his sister. Yeah. They killed his girlfriend. And
his mom too, right?
His mom, yeah. Yep.
But that basically when he goes back in time, these knights want him to find the Necronomicon and bring it so they can kill the army of the dead. But along the way, it's just so humorous and great.
And was it King Arthur?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was like King Arthur. So.
But you get so many great lines, like when he comes out of the pit after killing the witch. This is my boomstick.
This is my boomstick.
And I mean, then you get to he's going to get the Necronomicon for them to kill the army of the dead for the sorcerer person of this village, and he ends up stopping at this windmill thing, and all of a sudden he grows into another Ash.
So
You're
Merlin
good,
was
Ash.
Mr. Pitt from
Yeah.
Seinfeld. And every
Yeah.
time I saw him, I'm like, dude, it's Merlin from Army of Darkness.
But yeah, just like he stops at the windmill. All of a sudden, his shoulder itches, and he looks up. There's an eyeball, and the next thing you know, it's another guy growing up. Hey, you're good, Ash, and I'm bad, Ash.
I'm bad, Ash. And you're good, Ash. You're goody little two shoes.
And it was this because there were some tiny ashes that
Yeah.
happened, and he eats them, and that's what happens. He gets
Yeah.
inside him, and he becomes an evil Ash.
And then he just blows the shit out of his head.
Yeah. Oh, messes him up with the boomstick.
Yeah,
and
just-
his face is all gross, and
Yeah.
you know,
And he comes back later, but that's.
he got better.
But yeah, I mean, and then this one is just so great when he shows up at the cemetery and he's going up to get the Necronomicon. Even when he falls down, the skeletons are popping out and trying to. They're three stooging him.
Oh, they totally.
He's doing the.
He's like,
And they grab his tongue and give him wet willies and stuff.
yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, and then there's just the classic when he finally gets to the Necronomicon. He has to recite 3 words,
Yep.
and he can't remember them.
Patu Verada.
And then the greatest part is when he gets back to the village. Did you say the words? I said them, basically.
Yeah. Classic Ash. Yeah. He wasn't paying attention, or he's not a bright character.
No,
you know, he's a gearhead demolition derby guy, and just this kind of guy's guy. He'd rather
He's a trailer
drink
park
his
guy.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he literally becomes one.
Yeah.
My favorite line of the movie is when this girl gets so pissed because she thinks that he killed her brother or something like that because he was with Eric the Red's men, and then she changes her tune when he comes back and he goes, "First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me." Blow.
I mean, he has some great lines like that.
Oh yeah.
Were you born in a barn? Actually, you probably were, you primitive.
Listen up, you troglodytes.
No, Army of Darkness. If you haven't ever seen any of the
it's
Evil
great.
Dead movies, if you haven't seen 1, 2, or Army of Darkness, start out with Army of Darkness because
Yeah,
it'll get you into it. It'll suck you in, and then you'll want to watch the TV show because they recently came out with it on Showtime, right?
Yep.
It's on Showtime.
Stars, I
It's on
think.
Stars.
So, yeah.
Whatever. Sorry, Showtime.
2 seasons.
Yeah,
Third season is they just signed up for the 3rd season, and this one he's actually working with his wife, TV Xena, Lucy Lawless.
Who plays Ruby?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, Ruby is a supernatural creature. I want to say of the Necronomicon.
Yeah,
you see her kind of birthed in flame in all of her nude glory.
Yeah.
In the 1st season. So
Yeah, and then she gives birth to weird Necronomicon.
some weird demon babies, and
Yeah,
it goes a lot of crazy places.
It does,
especially Jacksonville.
Yeah, and Pablo, he's kind of Ash's sidekick in the TV show.
Yep.
Poor Pablo. Every episode he seems to get into some kind of trouble.
He gets a short stick in this deal.
He's been a demon. I don't know how many times on the show now.
And he actually had the Necronomicon placed on his face, and
Yep.
it took over.
It
on his
tattooed
body.
like his whole body. Yeah.
Now, did you see the 2nd season as well?
I have.
Okay, so in this one, I know I'm jumping ahead, but I mean, they actually travel back in time to the 80s.
Yep.
Or when Evil Dead 1 was happening.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool. So they're going back in time to try to avoid the whole thing.
Yeah, they go
It's
back
really
to his
meta.
hometown. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He goes to the bar and everybody.
Yeah, I love it. He's like, "Yeah, this is my buddy," and it's Ivan Raimi. It's like, "This is my pal. Yeah, we had this drink that we used to get everybody. Everybody's so messed up on it. What's it called? Oh, it's called Pink Fuck." Like, what? Yeah, what's in it? A little bit of meth, a little vodka. It's like, oh, people love it. It's like, what?
Yeah, then it fast forward to the future, and his mom and his sister are still dead, and his dad hates him, and
Yeah,
everybody in town hates him.
His dad's always trying to scam on his chicks.
Yeah.
And he talks about that gym teacher that he had a little affair with.
Oh yeah.
And she's showing up for the dad now, and he's like, oh.
And then she turns out to be evil, and he has to kill her.
But Ash is just like, he's a piece of crap human being. Like, you see him, and he's terrible to everybody. I mean, he picks up like trailer trash whores and does them in the bathroom, and he thinks he's this big time ladies man, but he's just like this terrible sort of person. He treats Pablo like crap.
Well, I remember the thing I laughed, I think, when I first saw, I think it was like one of the first episodes, was he's getting ready to kill one of the demons, and he gives Pablo like a half-broken bottle.
Yeah, he's like, here,
he's got like a gun and everything, and he's like, here you go, use this.
It's great. I mean, they got together because they were working at the same store, not an S-Mart, but like something else.
Yeah, it was like another...
Like a Wall S-Mart, you know? Walsmart?
I don't even know what it is, but it didn't make a long appearance.
But I think it's everything started up again because he got drunk with a chick and they were smoking some weed, and then they started laughing because she was reading out of the book, and then that's where the Deadites started to come back from because they were summoned back. So, and this is, again, Ash versus the Evil Dead show that we're talking about now.
Yeah, and the whole TV show premise is basically, he doesn't want to fight them anymore, he just wants to get away.
Yeah, he actually tries to broker a deal with Ruby at the end of the first season.
Yeah.
And they set him up to go to the mythical Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, for some reason he loves Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And even that's how the second season starts out, he's actually in Jacksonville.
I thought it was like a Deadpool reference.
Yeah.
With like Deadpool and Bob. I haven't seen you since Jacksonville. And that's immediately where my head went. I'm like, oh, is Bob from, the Deadpool movie in here?
Yeah, no. And the whole time you're just like, why Jacksonville everywhere in the world?
I don't know. I mean...
Yeah, he has a postcard and he's obsessed with it.
They were so excited. It's one of those things.
But yeah, no. So... I love the whole franchise.
Yeah, it's great. Great character.
They rebooted it, the movie. They had the Evil Dead reboot movie come out in, 2010, 11, 12, somewhere around there.
I mean, this is the franchise that brought us Bruce Campbell, who is, arguably one of, like, the icons of geek culture.
Oh, yeah. He's a great B-C-list movie. I don't even know where to place him. I mean, Bubba
Hotep.
Yeah.
My Name is Bruce, we were just talking about. Bubba Hotep I thought was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool. He was Autolycus
or whatever. Wasn't that show on
Hercules? Burn Notice, he was big on. He was in Spider-Man. He was in all the other Raimi films.
Briscoe County Jr.
Briscoe County Jr. Yes,
that was a great TV show.
Was.
I wish it lasted. I think only like 2 or 3 seasons. It was
that guy that got to play John Bly, the dude from The Untouchables that killed Sean Connery, scares the crap out of me.
Yeah,
like he's got this weird devilish face.
Yeah, no, he's one of those guys. That's all he ever plays.
Yeah, well, guess why? He's like a scarier looking Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, really.
Ugh. Yeah, Briscoe County was awesome.
Yeah, no, if you haven't watched Briscoe, if you've never heard of, a lot of people have never heard of Briscoe County Jr. It's not on anybody's radar. Try to find it. It's a great,
Western
it's a sci-fi
type of Western where he's trying to find this sort of artifact
that
is
thing,
this horrible weapon. It dissolves people or some shit. You know?
So anything Bruce Campbell, check it out because it's at least going to give you a laugh. Because the greatest thing is he doesn't take himself too serious.
I wasn't too big on Burn Notice. Was that your thing? I never really got into...
I never really fully got into Burn Notice because it wasn't about Bruce Campbell. He just played a kind of campy supporting actor.
Yeah. And
he was great in that role in that show. I wasn't really a fan of the guy who was the main actor in the show.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I think it was just a little bit too,
serious. A weird sort of toothy smile. I like, what's her name? The chick that was in it. She was in Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I forget her name.
Yeah, I think she was also in the Three Musketeers movie that had Charlie Sheen in it.
Yeah, I think she was.
Yeah. Oh my god, freaking Bryan Adams and all that on the soundtrack.
Well, Bryan Adams did all those soundtracks back then.
Look, Ken has apologized for Bryan Adams many times.
South Park hire.
Yes. What else has Bruce done? I mean, he's written a couple books. If this chin could kill.
Yeah, and then if chins could talk.
Yeah, he's got I've got one of his How to Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way, and I mean they're great satirical reads.
Yeah, no, and I like reading his autobiography and all that kind of stuff, and he seems like a really cool guy.
Oh yeah,
I would just like to sit and just pick his brain.
Did you know he was in The Majestic?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the Jim Carrey movie.
I haven't watched The Majestic in years.
Well, my friend, you are probably not missing anything. So, I mean, it's one of those movies you see.
You don't need to go out and watch
it's that. It's not the Truman Show. Calm down.
Well, I remember watching it, and actually Jim Carrey wasn't horrible in the movie, but
no,
it wasn't one of those movies where I'm like, I need to go buy this.
No, it's not at all. I mean, I don't know that I would buy it, but unless because Bruce Campbell's in it. So
I don't even remember him in that.
Yeah, I think he was in like the movie segment of it. So
Wasn't he in Spider-Man too?
He was in Spider-Man 1 as the ring announcer. What's your name, kid? The Amazing Human Spider, Spider-Man. That was him. Then the second one, he was in with Mary Jane. She's like, well, she asked me to come, but not to come late, right? So it's classic.
Yeah.
And he's in the third one. Did something. I don't remember what that was.
That's one of those Sam Raimi ones.
Yeah. I've gone on record. That those were my favorite Spider-Man movies thus far. I did like Spider-Man: Homecoming, but Bruce Campbell and Macho Man Randy Savage in a movie together, I'm like, come on.
So yeah, if you've never watched any of the Evil Dead, go out, find them, watch them. They're great.
Absolutely.
Army of Darkness, definitely go get it. Just go watch it. Thank us later.
So I don't know if you do this too, but I help run a lovely Facebook page called Amalgamania, and we just had Ash involved in a horror movie tournament.
I saw that.
He actually won the horror movie tournament. I think
he's just so cool that everybody picks him.
I campaigned pretty damn hard that he would win. He ended up going against like Dracula and Jason, and like on the other side it was Gabriel from The Prophecy.
Yeah.
Like there were some heavy hitters here. Predator was in it.
Well, he's just one of those guys. He's so squirmy and kind of shitty person that just never dies.
That's the thing. He fought that demon, and they were fighting to the death, like at the end of season 2 of Ash vs. the Evil Dead. And he's fighting this guy, and the guy is cheating, but so is Ash.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things where he's crazy enough to make shit work.
Yeah.
Like I just enjoy the hell of the movie and the show.
Oh yeah, no, they're great. Check them both out.
Yeah, absolutely.
The third season of Ash vs. the Evil Dead's coming out soon. So check that out. Check out the movies. Let us know. Comment.
What about
wanted to touch base on this franchise is so big. It's not just movies. It's not just a TV show. It became video games.
That's right. I think they actually had one of the games on Dreamcast.
Oh God, I have one in the basement.
Do you? Nice.
I do.
Do you have Typing of the Dead?
I don't. I have no games for my Dreamcast. In fact, I have no
you better hold on to that Dreamcast. That's all I'm saying.
I still have the Dreamcast. I have nothing for it though.
Nice. Yeah. No, man, I love my Dreamcast. But yeah, there were 3 games that they made for it. One of them, which he had this little guy where he was this little deadite that he would throw at people. And of course, you had your chainsaw arm and boomstick. If we didn't mention this before, he's got a chainsaw arm.
And I forgot to. I mentioned it in our first episode. Yep. I didn't mention this. When I was growing up as a kid, I went Halloween as Ash. That's how much I loved Army of Darkness with a full chainsaw on my hand. Thanks to my father.
That's friggin' awesome.
That's great. He took a chainsaw, a real one that he had laying in his garage, and hollowed it out so I could wear it around my wrist just like Ash. Pull that off nowadays, kids.
Yeah, good luck, man. Good luck. You probably couldn't get like a fake chainsaw in there.
I think what's even greater was I was probably walking around the school going, "Give me some sugar, baby."
Nice. Yeah, of course. How you feeling today?
Groovy.
Yeah, I imagine that, with these, they probably based a lot of Duke Nukem on Ash.
Probably.
Yeah, not that that's a great game or franchise or anything like that, but he was funny to listen to.
Yeah. But yeah, I never personally got to play the video game, so I can't really comment too much on them.
Honestly, having run a Blockbuster Video, I may have had more opportunity than most, seeing as how it's like pre-Gamefly and all that.
Blockbuster Video, what are those?
Yeah, exactly. So there's like 2 still around, or 4 in Alaska.
Yeah, now you just showed your age.
Yeah, well,
all the kids watching are like, "Mom, Dad, what's a video?"
Yeah, well, it's that thing that you watch on YouTube that you don't have to plug anything in for or rewind.
You don't have to go somewhere to get it.
Yeah, that's right.
But that was the greatest thing about the video store, was going to pick up your movie on Friday nights.
Yeah, of course. Working there was a little bit different. You get like a different sort of feeling about it, I suppose. Especially when you have to like hire and fire people. But otherwise it was great. I got to watch the entire horror section of a movie store.
Yeah.
Which now I guess it would be like I got to watch the entire horror section of Netflix.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a good experience. And that's how I picked up movies like Army of Darkness, from getting to go in and actually pick something.
I have no clue where I got my start of Army of Darkness from. I think my dad picked it up and I watched it with him.
Oh, wow.
Knowing that, because my dad's got this weird outsider sense of humor. So I'm sure he was, my mom was like, "What are you guys watching?" And he was like, "Oh, it's an educational film. It's about time travel."
Yeah, well, exactly.
Time travel. There's some chemistry in it.
Did you ever watch the director's cut where Ash says the words wrong and he sleeps too long?
No.
Oh, there's a great scene on that. It's a deleted scene where he gets the words wrong from the Necronomicon and he sleeps too long, and it's just crazy. He wakes up, he's like, "No!" And society's in ruins, and there's like, and all the people are dead because he slept for 1,000 years or something. It was crazy.
Yeah. No, I love this whole franchise. I love Ash as a character because he's just so shitty and lovable.
Yeah, oh, he's awesome. I mean, he's just that guy that you want to watch. You don't necessarily want to be him or be around him, maybe, but you want to see what he's going to do.
If he was a real life person, he'd be that person you avoid at all costs because he's going to ask you for $20.
If he was a real life person, he'd probably be president. Zing.
Bazinga.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to wrap us up for The Evil Dead.
Yeah, that's right. So it was a good conversation.
I'm sure when the show comes back on, we'll be touching base more back on this subject because we love it.
Yeah, first 2 seasons are available. You can watch them right now on Netflix. While they're still there. I bought the first one on DVD, Blu-ray. It was awesome.
Yeah, so go out, watch it. Find a way to watch at some point. Watch some part of these movies, not the remake, not the new Evil Dead. Not talking about the TV show, watch the TV show, but we're talking about the remake of the actual Evil Dead.
Yeah, and you're honestly on YouTube, so take an extra second so you can just go and do a little research. Just type in Army of Darkness and see what comes up. Guaranteed to get a chuckle.
Yeah, watch the clips.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you'll find clips everywhere because this movie became huge.
I will swallow your soul!
Then he just lops the hand off and it flies and hits the blacksmith in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And it sticks there. That's the greatest part. It doesn't just hit him, it sticks to his face.
Oh, man. There's so much more that we could talk about with this movie, but you got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So
we don't want to bore you too much. And plus, we want you to go out. We want you to kind of experience it for yourself.
Absolutely. Leave some comments. Let us know. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So
Pretty
YouTube.
much, yeah. You'll find us anywhere. If you're into stalking people, we're everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't hide. So
Yeah, we're
stalk
totally
away.
open to that, too.
Give us some sugar, baby. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do us all for this episode.
Groovy.
Remember, shop smart.
Shop as smart. Everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have. Make sure you hit that subscribe
basically.
button. Thank you for all the love thus far, and you guys have a great evening.
Have a great night, and watch out. Remember, don't read from the Book of the Dead.
Never do.
Klaatu Vrata Niktu.
Oh, man.
I said him.
Basically.
All right, guys. Catch you later. I'm Justin with an E.
And I'm Justin with an I.
We can't forget that part.
I wave a lot.
Hi, Mom. What do you think, Nick Cage? Where did he come from?